This is why you have not found true love, and you keep thinking that everyone that has true love is either lucky, but you are the only person that is unlucky when it comes to love. The fact is, it is your unresolved trauma that has been affecting your relationship. I know you think I'm blabbing, but guess what? Right on the spot, I will give you 5 ways that your unresolved trauma has been affecting your romantic relationship, either your dating relationship or your marital relationship. Let's go there. The first thing is intimacy problem. Because you probably grew up in a home where there was no love, you lack trust with people. You do not even know how to be intimate with anyone. You don't know how to connect with people. You always claim you will love people, but you are never in love. When there's a slight misunderstanding, you throw people off like nothing ever happened. And these people are wondering, we were just talking yesterday. What happened? How did you get rid of me so fast? That is a sign. Or you're always putting a guard up. Guess what? You know how many shades this onion has? It has different layers just because it doesn't want us to see the white part of this onion. This could be you. Maybe you have too many layers and you're just finding it hard to open your heart. You don't want people to see your soft spot. That could be a trauma response and you're just scared of being intimate. You know you need to heal. Number 2, hypervigilance and suspicion. This one is very funny. Because you probably grew up in an environment where people that love genuinely are being cheated on, you have it at the back of your mind that every man cheats and every woman is still going to leave you when they find a man that has more money than you. So what happens? 2 things. You either shield yourself from love in the first place, even when you have a partner, because you don't want your heart to be broken. Or you suspect every innocent gesture that your partner makes. Innocent phone calls, innocent conversations with people, innocent hugs with other people. You count it as it's cheating. You already have it at the back of your mind that every man cheats. So guess what? Everything they do is an opportunity for you to pin it back on them as you proving yourself right that, you see, I was right all along. I knew you were a cheat. Guess what? No secure partner will want this lifestyle for themselves in marriage or in dating. So this is why you have not found true love. Number 3, emotional dysfunction. You are so unpredictable. Your partner can never tell that my partner is going to be happy at so time of the day. In the morning you're happy, in the night you're sad. Today you're happy, tomorrow you're sad. So many times you have mood swings, always claiming it's your hormone or claiming it's the society of the economy. But guess what? It's your unresolved trauma. For women, it might be because you always have this scenario played out in your head. A whole movie, Nollywood or Hollywood, has played up in your head. You think that at the end of the day, your partner is the villain, but you will always be the person who is the weak person. So, even when your partner has done nothing wrong in reality, because the villain character is playing in your head, you are so cranky, you don't want them to touch you, and you are so unpredictable. Your emotions are very unstable. And guess what? As a man, poverty can actually be a trauma response because you grew up in a house where you didn't have a lot of money. So you hate poverty so much that anytime you get broke, your wife and your children or your loved ones, they feel the heat. You become so cranky that you turn to be a monster. You don't know what you could do the next minute. That is exactly why you have not found true love or why your relationship is not working. Your unresolved trauma has shown its face again. Number 4, self-blame and self-sabotage. Because you grew up in a house or in an environment where people who love genuinely were taken for granted. 2 things. You either try to please your partner with everything you get, even when your partner is wrong. And guess what? You don't even mind whether your partner is wrong or not. You just want to please them by doing everything possible. Or you always blame yourself for everything that happens. So you put the weight of the relationship on your own shoulders alone. And when something happens, you run away because you are scared of having real adult conversations. And you know what? In a bid not to be rejected, because you're so scared of the worst happening, you just run away thinking that's the best way to shield your heart from hearing no. You don't want to be taken for granted, even when you're not genuinely. For people like this, stop people pleasing. When your partner do wrong things, let them take responsibility. And when you do wrong things, take responsibility. But stop running away at every slight argument. Number 5, avoidance and withdrawal. When every conflict happens, the first thing that comes to your head is to withdraw. So you stop having conversation. Why? Even when you were wrong, you find it so hard to say sorry because you grew up in an environment where people who say sorry or said sorry were weaklings. And so you don't want to be seen as a weakling. When something happens and you are at fault, you would rather keep malice with your partner for 2 whole years than open your mouth as an adult to take responsibility and say sorry. If the worst part of it is avoidance, when anything happens, any misunderstanding, any conflict with your friends, with your partner, you know what happens? You always tell them that you need space to think and clear your head. Guess what? The space is 3-day break, and so your partner is always left confused because you always run away from problems. This is a sign that you have unresolved trauma. Now that you know that you belong to one or more of these categories, do you now believe that you have unresolved trauma? I am Ayomide Synesis. I help visionaries identify trauma patterns and heal from their childhood trauma in order to enjoy love at its peak and to thrive in their God-given purpose. If this is you, then click the follow button right now to follow me for tips on how to heal from your childhood trauma. Don't say I didn't do anything for you. Oh, by the way, if you want to know how to start healing from your trauma, then start by doing the opposite of everything I talked about earlier and thank me later.